The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium, as we'll see a team from the American, the UConn Huskies, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Huskies ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his man. It's Patterson. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Delaware. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfect. perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gives it on the option. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. To the air, it's Fagnano. Fakes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
On the option. Now the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Throws for the tight end.
Offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but some offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
That's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. in early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on them second down.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Silver. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time.
Turning on the Jets. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. Just ran him over. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And these are my favorite type of running backs. Guys that run angry, that break tackles. Even when nothing's there, Jesse, they're still going to get me positive yards. Give me that guy all day long.
And these were my favorite types of defenses to play against. Ones that don't tackle well and don't use the proper fundamentals. Obviously, I was never the guy carrying the football myself, but hey, we're going to be racking up yards, moving up and down the field, scoring points. That is beautiful if you're on up.
Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Bringing the heat. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Burton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, UConn.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's LeBoy. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Dropping back, it's Fagnano. He's got the back in the middle. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Hens. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Burton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's caught. It's Simmons. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short game.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Fagnano. Caught over the middle, it's Hansen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but defensive side of the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. The offense cashing it in on that drive. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna swing it on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
There we go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UConn. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw them the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get them going there.
Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Fagnano. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Husky. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Blue Hens are at the line. adjust the pattern. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like what... Offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense putting points on the board.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense, forcing it with the assist from the ref.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up by 15 over UTEP. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys,
looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Finds a tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got
going up top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost. In his grasp.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and that's really, really good coverage. Defense had them blanketed, but this is a time in the game, Jesse, you're down. Offense, you got to make some plays. You probably got to start trusting some guys.
Yeah, because you know the coverage is going to be really, really tight. So nice job there by the target. Strong hands through the catch, making a play for his QB.
Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there.
Touchdown, Delaware! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, this game one, it's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The UConn offense goes back to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Leaves it with the back. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. A strong, methodical